Okay, so on Bellringer 39, it says POW charges a $30 fee plus an hourly rate of $15. Part A, write an equation to represent the total charges Y after any number of hours X. So it says to represent the total charges, so I'm gonna start my equation out with Y equals. Some of you need to be paying attention up here. And we want to write this in slope-intercept form, so which number represents the slope? The $30 fee or the hourly rate of $15? Good, so I'm gonna put 15, and this is hourly, so we're gonna use X, just like Julia said. And then is the y-intercept, is that a positive or negative? Positive, so we're gonna put plus or positive 30. This is your total charge, and then this is your number of hours. Now in part B it says, how much money will she, apparently POW is a she, charge for working for 4 hours? And you can do this using common sense, or you can use your equation. So I like to use my equation, so I'm gonna do that way first. Which variable stands for the hours, the X or the Y? The X. So I'm literally going to erase my X and put what in its place? 4. Notice my variable's isolated, because if I erase that, all the numbers still are on the same side. So if she works for $15 an hour for 4 hours, 15 times 4 is 60. And then isn't POW still gonna charge us $30 for that fee? So we would add those together. So for 4 hours, she's gonna charge $90. This is her hours, and this is your money. Now, we have no idea what POW's doing, but, if you don't want to use your equation, make sure that you have a good understanding of what's going on, because if she works for 4 hours, for 15 hours, 15 times 4 is your 60, and then make sure you remember to add on your fee. So you can come up with the same answer, because you're doing the same thing, it just looks like it's in a different form. On part C, how long does she need to work in order to clean, or order to earn $135? So I'm gonna use my equation. Which variable stands for the money, the X or the Y? So I'm gonna erase my Y and replace it with the 135, find my equal sign, and then dot it. Put your finger on the variable. Is your variable isolated? No, so we got to use those solve equation skills. So I'm gonna get rid of my 30 by doing what? The opposite. Circle my like terms. 135 minus 30 is $105. Equals 15x. Is my variable isolated?
No.
No. So is there anything in between the 15 and the x? No, so that means to multiply. How am I gonna rip that 15 away from it? Divide. And what is that? 8, 7. So in 7 hours, she would charge $135. Now, if you wanna use the common sense method, this one's a little bit harder because you're having to go backwards. So if you start out with $135, you have to take that fee out of it first. You have to. Because if you just divide divide this by 15, the hourly rate, that's gonna mess you up. So if you don't use an equation, make sure you get rid of your y-intercept first, and then divide by your unit rate, and you'll come up with the same answer. Go ahead, me too.